Well, hi there, it's Tiffany from Daisy Farm Crafts, and today I'm going to do a tutorial for a scarf that I made out of this new product from Yarnspirations called Ogo. It is a tangle-free quick start yarn that now I have the Colorama version. There's lots more. There's blanket yarn and other kinds that you can choose from. And let me see, I was going to give you, everybody's been asking me about the yardage. So there are 228 yards, which is about the same as a regular skein. So this is a little bit thicker yarn. It's a bulky 5-weight. And I really enjoyed using it. It really was perfect for this fun scarf. And of course it comes in all these, you can get colorful rounds too. So I combined the two. This one is called Sticky Rice and First Blush. Now it recommends a J hook, but I went up a size to a K. And that might just be my personal tension, but I needed it to be just a little bit looser for a little bit more drape. So how this works is that you simply just, take off the packaging. It just tears apart, no big deal. You get rid of that, and what you're left with is a ring, and it has this little plastic, kind of like a price tag tie in there, and you clip it and it opens up. So I'm going to clip this one though, and have it open up for you, because I want to show you how the colors can come apart. Okay, so you just clip it just like that, and then you pull the plastic right out. That's it. So you don't even need that anymore. And it opens right up. Now, they recommend that you pull it from the outside, which I did, but I kind of wanted to see what it was like pulling from the inside. And I didn't mind that either. So it pulls very easily. I never had any tangle or anything. But what I did need to do, because I was working with the stripes, is that you can just take these apart like this, and I loved that, and find the end. So this is the color change, and then I clipped them apart, and I did put this in like a little plastic bag because I didn't want it to get all messed up. So anyway, if you do pull from the outside, they don't like, say maybe you could put it in a basket or something. They really pulled quite easily. There was no, like how if it's rolled up into a ball, the ball twists. This never twisted. So I appreciated that. So it just comes free, and it was tangle free. And of course, here's pulling from the middle, just as easy, just like that. So it does get pretty loose though from pulling from the middle, but these are just little, little blocks of color. And when you're just using them, like I just used one, I didn't end up using this cream color, but I just used one color across the whole length. Sorry, my little tools are making so much noise. I did not, so it's a huge long scarf. So I just used one the entire way. I still had some left over, but that basically, and then I wound it up into a ball. So anyway, that's how you use the yarn. Now let me show you the quick, easy pattern I did for the scarf. So I made a chain, and I have a really long tail, maybe like a foot, because I wanted to use those as the little fringe on the end. So make a slip knot, and you will make a chain the height of the person that you're making this for. So I made this scarf for my daughter, who is 5'5". So I made the chain 5 feet 5 inches. For today's demonstration, I'm just going to do a couple, like we're just going to go really small. And so once you have the chain the length that you need, just simply leave another 12 inches for a tail and clip that off using my little kid scissors here. And then make sure you just pull through and tighten that up. Now, right away, I'm going to have you mark this stitch right here so that we know that this is the first stitch of the row and it was going this direction. So this is my first chain that I made, and I'm going to mark this, and I'm just going to mark the bottom loop so that it won't mess up how I'm going to, because we're going to be working into the back loop. So I'll just mark that right there. Now, the next row, same thing. Start with about a 12-inch tail, make a slip knot. We're going to be working in the exact same direction. So come over here and underneath the first loop right there, go ahead and work a single crochet. And now work single crochet into just that top loop. And I'm going to work into each chain across the row. And when I get to the end of the row, that was my last chain, I will chain one, kind of tighten that up, and then cut a fairly long tail. Pull it through, tighten it up, and you're done. And now here's why I had you mark that, is because if you don't, it's kind of confusing to know what was the top stitch, the bottom stitch. So now we know. Keep it facing, we don't turn it or anything. Do the exact same thing, and I'm going to do it for 2 more rows. So I had 3 rows. Make a long tail, make your slip knot. Come right here. Here's my base chain right there. Kind of hold your work. You'll see that that's that slip knot right there. That's why we're doing it. Go ahead and work right into that first little V that you see. That's our first stitch. There you go. And I'm working just into the back loop. Okay, I'm at the end of the row. Don't forget to chain 1 and kind of tighten that up, and then give yourself some slack, or I mean a longer tail, clip that off, pull through. No turning your work at all. And that's basically the stitch. Now I worked 1 more row of the, I'll do this off camera, I'll work 1 more row of this color and then I'll add in the color. Okay, so I have my 3 rows of my back loop single crochet worked all in the same direction. And just to show you, I'm doing nothing different for when I add in color, leaving myself a long tail, making a slip knot. I think just looking for that first V, working underneath the back loop, and there you go. That's all I did. It's all single crochet. So let me show you on the scarf the color changes that I did. I did orange, and you know, at first I got to that point and I thought, does this mauve color really work? But then we put it in and we really loved it. And this is going to be for my daughter Haley up in Idaho, and she freezes up there. And so this is like a nice warm, and she said that it actually reminded her of like an Anthropologie type color palette, and she loved it. So I'm going to be a sneak peek about something else that I'm working on is I made her a hat to go with it, but I've got to fix the counts and stuff before I share this pattern with you. But anyway, here you can also do a matching hat. Super cute. And I worked from the top down, so it's like a little beanie. But again, we couldn't decide what should be the inside or the outside. I kind of like with the seam on this one, I told her I think this should be the inside of the hat because I think the seam is just a little bit less noticeable, the join. But I want to work on a join that might be a little bit cleaner. So anyway, can also do a hat. So I love these colors. This yarn is, like I say, this is really thick, 5 weight Caron. It's acrylic. I'm having some fun with these. So I think these will be great for like little scarves or colorful mittens. I love that idea. I love that you can also get a solid with it. I think you would still, though, I'm imagining like if I did have to carry this around with me, once I cut it, I'd want it probably in a Ziploc baggie, like a gallon-sized Ziploc baggie, for just in case, and pull it out easily. Anyway, all right, you guys, thanks for stopping by for this quick little tutorial and a review of this new yarn from Yarnspirations called OGO Tangle Free Quick Start Yarn. All right, you have a nice day.